agreement with the player, the contract is ready, the salary is ready. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Fabrizio Romano here as always to keep you posted on the transfer market. Today guys, many things to say, from Saudi moves to Dorgu, but also Nkunku, Barcelona, Joao Felix, much more to say. Let's jump into it together. Here we go! ProtonVPN is the game changer you need to stay productive and secure online. Whether you're working, streaming or browsing, ProtonVPN has you covered with its fast, private and reliable servers. With 9,500 servers worldwide and NetShield blocking distractions like ads and trackers, your focus stays where it belongs. It's privacy and efficiency rolled into one. Don't miss out, scan the QR code or click the link to get started. ProtonVPN, where speed meets security. And so guys, I wanted to start today's video by mentioning Saudi Pro League, because the attack of the Saudi Pro League clubs to European clubs has started not only for young talents, because for example Al Ittihad are negotiating for Unai Hernandez, a young player from Barcelona B, the captain of Barcelona B, 5 million euros package proposal on the table, and deal very likely to happen for Unai Hernandez to leave Barca B and join Al Ittihad, but also for big players, because Al Nassr have agreed a deal to let Anderson Talisca go to Fenerbahce, and now they need a striker, and they are entering very strong in the market to provide Cristiano Ronaldo and the manager Stefano Pioli a new number 9. Work in progress with 2 big targets, but let me keep it open to surprises. But meanwhile, work in progress on 2 signings. 1 signing, but 2 targets. So they will sign 1 player, but they have 2 targets. The dream target has always been John Duran at Aston Villa, but it's very expensive. For John Duran, let me tell you something. West Ham had a bid rejected. Interest from several clubs around Europe. What I'm told is that also Arsenal made a call in the recent weeks to understand the situation of John Duran, because Šeško at the moment, no green light from Leipzig, and also Alexander Isak, the dream target of Arsenal, super expensive, almost very complicated, impossible, nothing in football, but very complicated. And so in the recent weeks also Arsenal called to understand the situation of John Duran, but no bid, no direct negotiations with Aston Villa. Al Nassr wanted John Duran, but Aston Villa insist on their position. They want to keep the player at the club. So let's see what's going to happen, and if maybe a crazy proposal can change their position for John Duran. And then Victor Boniface. For Victor Boniface, there is a delegation of Al Nassr in Europe, in Germany, in Leverkusen, to negotiate with the player and with Bayer Leverkusen. So work in progress on Boniface, but John Duran remains in the thoughts of Al Nassr. Let's see what they will do, but they are attacking the European market. Something else to say, guys, and we move to England, on Patrick Dorgu, because it's true that Manchester United have a backup option, Alvaro Carreras Fernandez from Benfica. They have a buyback clause, but Man United, as of tonight, are still working and very hard on Patrick Dorgu. Man United are pushing, Man United are in contact with Lecce. Today, positive contacts, agreement with the player, the contract is ready, the salary is ready, the player wants to go to Man United, so everything is okay on player side. Now, Man United are working hard with Lecce. My understanding is that in the next 48 hours, Man United will present one more official bid to Lecce. 2 already rejected, 1 more is coming, and Man United want to make it happen. So work in progress for Patrick Dorgu is not a done deal as of now. Let's be cautious, but at the same time, Man United are entering again really strong in this Patrick Dorgu story, as I've been telling you for days and days. On Manchester United, something else to say. Many questions today on the situation of Christopher Nkunku. Guys, for Nkunku, there are 2 opportunities at the moment. Then never say never in the market, but as of today, Monday, there are 2 opportunities. One is Bayern, and Nkunku would be open to going to Bayern, but as I always told you, the only way for Bayern is to include a player in the deal. Chelsea wanted Matistel, but at the moment there is no green light from Matistel to leave Bayern. Let's see if they can change their mind. There is still a possibility for Matistel to leave, but he has Chelsea. He also has many clubs who want to sign him on loan. So the situation could be open in the next days, but at the moment, still no breakthrough in talks between Matistel and Bayern to decide what he wants to do. And the other option for Christopher Nkunku is Manchester United, something discussed at the beginning of the market. But my understanding is that Christopher Nkunku at the moment is not that open to a straight loan. So when you see reports of Christopher Nkunku going on loan to Man United, if it's a loan with obligation, a permanent transfer, Christopher Nkunku could be open. If it's a straight loan or not guaranteed the obligation, In this moment, I'm not sure that this deal could happen. So let's see what happens with Nkunku, with Garnacho. For sure, Man United and Chelsea will be in touch this week to discuss opportunities, but the Nkunku situation is not that easy in terms of formula, so they need to clarify that. On Manchester United, guys, we have to switch also on the other side of Europe, Spain, because of the Marcus Rashford situation. So guys, the only way to make the Marcus Rashford deal happen for Barcelona is to make some room with the financial fair play. So what they have to do at Barcelona is to find a solution. Eric Garcia is not leaving. He had a big bid from Como. He was about to take a flight to travel to Como last week and do the medical, but then the deal collapsed. Eric Garcia decided to stay. He spoke to Hansi Flick, he spoke to Deco and decided to stay. So now, Ansu Fati or difficult to see any other player leaving. But as of today, Monday, Ansu Fati wants to stay at Barcelona, wants to insist on his position to stay at Barcelona. If he will change his mind, if Barcelona will change his mind, we will see. But as of today, still no green light. Rashford is waiting. He would love to go to Barcelona, but it really depends on financial fair play solution in order to make some room. On Barcelona, another news of the night, after Ronald Araujo, new contract already signed, after Gerard Martin, new contract already signed, after Pedri, update from this week, agreement done with Pedri 2030, some final details to be clarified with his agents, and then Barcelona will schedule the official announcement for Pedri new contract. The next one is Pablo Gavi. Gavi will sign a new contract at Barcelona. The agreement for 5 years and a half is ready, so everything is okay. Now, same as Pedri, some things to clarify with his agents, and then they will prepare all the documents, all the contracts, and Gavi will go to Barcelona headquarters, put pen to paper, and commit to new long-term deal at Barcelona. But for sure, Araujo new contract, Gerard Martin new contract, done. Pedri, Gavi next, and then in the summer, time for Lamine Yamal, because Deco is working very hard on that. Deco is in constant contact with the agent of the player, Jorge Mendes, to prepare this historical contract for Lamine Yamal, and so everything is ready, in process, also in this case, for Lamine, who will sign a new contract at Barcelona. So we will follow all the steps of this story, but already on a very good way for Lamine Yamal. But now, focus on Gavi, the news of the night, with the release clause, 1 billion euros. The release clause of Araujo is completely different. The release clause for Gavi will be 1 billion euros. And then, guys, I wanted to answer some of your questions on Joao Felix. Today, stories around on Joao Felix and Aston Villa. But guys, if you're following me here on YouTube, you already know from 2-3 days ago, I told you, keep an eye on Joao Felix. Things could happen in these final 7-6 days for Joao Felix. There are many clubs, not only Aston Villa, calling the agent of the player, Jorge Mendes. Aston Villa are there for sure because of Unai Emery. Unai Emery is in love with Joao Felix. Unai Emery wanted Joao Felix last summer. Joao Felix was close to joining Aston Villa last summer. Then the deal didn't happen because of Chelsea entering very strong and signing the player on a permanent transfer. Aston Villa wanted to do a different kind of deal. Now Aston Villa is still there. If there is a way to make it happen, Aston Villa remain interested in Joao Felix. But it really depends on the formula, on the conditions. So there are some things to check. But Aston Villa keep calling for Joao Felix to the agent, Jorge Mendes, and more clubs too. So the Joao Felix situation is one to watch. Guaranteed exit? At the moment, no. Guaranteed exit for Nkunku? At the moment, no. Chelsea will have to make some choices. Axel Disasi, for example, agreed on personal terms, exclusive story from today, with Aston Villa. Let's see if Chelsea and Aston Villa can complete this loan deal for Axel Disasi. But for sure, many things are going to happen. It's going to be a big week. And so, guys, let me know your thoughts on all these stories, from the Saudi moves to Patrick Dorgu, Barcelona, Gavi, Rashford, Christopher Nkunku, Joao Felix. I wait for your opinion, guys, here in comments. Like this video, turn on the notification bell, subscribe to the channel. See you soon. Ciao.